Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, she is home, and it's with her.
What's going on?
What are you doing with his best friend?
Well, I don't want to talk.
It's close. What?
You said you told him you wanted honesty.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like you're just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus. I asked her about him, and she said nothing was going on.
Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down,
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to work.
Just go. Go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching this episode of Cheaters. Please meet Brian Willard, a soft-spoken gentleman with a few concerns about his live-in girlfriend. Wanting to resolve his anxiety, Brian seeks out the help of Cheaters.
Brian Willard, age 24, an air conditioning man worried that his girlfriend may be warming up to someone else.
Christine and I have been dating for about a year. We actually met 6 months before that at a party with a bunch of friends, and we went to breakfast that morning and just talked all night, and she gave me her number, and from that moment on we just became friends. And then I guess about 6 months after we'd been friends for a while, we just decided that we were going to start dating, and it just kind of went from there. I started working a second job delivering pizzas for a pizza place around the corner. Pays pretty good money, so I've started trying to save up for an engagement ring to propose to her, to try to surprise her for it. She used to tell me she loved me when we talk on the phone, when we let each other go, or even during the middle of a conversation. You know, she'd tell me she loved me more, or whatever, and that's just, she don't even tell me she loves me anymore. I'll tell her I love her, and she just kind of, okay, just plays it off and acts like, whatever. A couple of things I've noticed, weird things going on around the house that I've actually been noticing a lot more, probably because I've been looking for it a lot more, is the toilet seats left up when I get home, and I know she's used the restroom at least once since I've been gone. And a couple of my beers been missing lately, and she hates beer. It'd destroy me if she was cheating on me, but I really hope she's not, because I really want this to work out. She's the one. I feel that she's the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I really couldn't see myself trying to find somebody else.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Identity of suspect withheld. Age 21. An unemployed woman who may be taking advantage of her hard-working boyfriend. Investigation day 6. Cheaters agents spot a mysterious car pulling into the apartment that Brian shares with his girlfriend. A gingerly man cautiously makes his way toward the apartment. Inspectors are surprised when the little fellow passes the front door and begins to relieve himself on the side of the apartment building. After zipping up, the unknown male goes straight for Brian's front porch. Within seconds, the suspect opens the door and promptly invites the gentleman inside. After a short time, the lights are turned on in one of the rooms, but the shades are drawn, making it difficult to get a visual on any unwelcome occurrences. About an hour and a half later, the front door opens and the mysterious man walks outside. All hopes of an innocent visit are shattered. The suspect yanks the little guy back towards her for a goodbye smooch. Finally, he breaks away and dashes off into the frosty night. Investigation day 7. The suspect makes a turn into a local convenience store and parks her spiffy little coupe. Cheaters is not surprised when the same fellow from the night before hops out of the car. The tiny chap has now been identified as Emmett McCrohan, none other than Brian's lifelong best friend. The two head inside to pick up a few sundries. The couple gets back into the car and proceeds down the icy boulevard with Cheaters carefully following close behind. After making it back to Brian's apartment in one piece, the daring duo quickly goes inside to escape the Arctic temperatures. Previously, after consulting with investigators, Brian agreed to install a hidden camera inside his bedroom. Its effectiveness is quickly confirmed. The two lovebirds begin to consummate their newfound relationship. Companion McCrohan promptly leaves the apartment after a most enjoyable evening. Cheaters calls it a day. Investigation Day 10. Cheaters detectives continue to search for movement from the suspect. Companion McCrohan lurks up to the front door to play a little game of knock-knock who's there. The suspect playfully answers the door, wearing only a towel. She giggles, then makes a mad dash for the bedroom, hoping the little guy will play her game of hide and seek. Meanwhile, Brian is once again given the runaround by his sweet little princess in a recorded phone conversation.
Hey, what's up? You ain't even thinking about me? Oh, well, I was just calling to let you know that I was going to be a little late tonight because somebody didn't show up, so they're making me work late. Well, Emma's supposed to come by later on tonight. If he shows up or calls or anything, just tell him I'm working late and I'll be home later. I'll give him a call when I get home. Okay. All right, well, I'll let you go. Okay. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Cheaters cannot allow Brian to be misled any longer. He is immediately called and informed of the situation between his girlfriend and his best friend. After the break, the confrontation.
Now that Christine's devious tendencies are unquestionable, Cheater sympathetically approaches Brian with the evidence. Eager to discover the truth, Brian bravely moves forward in his quest for a healthy relationship.
Brian, thanks for coming out and meeting us tonight. What's the climate been recently of your relationship since you talked to Cheaters?
Just really distant, and she's been sleeping in the living room. And when I ask her to come to bed, she just lays there and acts like she's ignoring me or acts like she's asleep or something.
Brian, one of the reasons that we had you come out tonight, our detectives have some information they thought it was important for you to see. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Sure.
On this daily investigation, we had a detective team set up outside your house.
Oh, that looks like my buddy Emmett.
Oh, we noticed a classy move by Emmett.
Pissed on my house.
Light turns on in the bedroom. And that's pretty much what we were able to observe at that point, but as he leaves, it looks like there's an embrace and a kiss. Now, I know that that doesn't look like
That's...
behavior that I'd...
Yeah, but that's not something my friend does with my girl, man.
Now, on this day in the investigation, after driving around for a while, we see them head back to your place, and if you remember the hidden camera and the alarm clock, and now we start to see a little bit of a different picture. When you see your best friend with your girlfriend,
That's, man.
a little while later we see
Man, I
him
knew something was
taking
going on, but not with him, dude. He's been like my friend since we were like 12.
On this day, Brian, he comes to your house again. It doesn't look like he's acting much like a good friend, let alone your girlfriend, someone that you want to marry you.
He's went with me to look at the engagement rings. I mean...
So he knows
how I feel about her.
Where did she tell you she was going to be tonight?
She was going to be at home watching
She's
TV.
going to be at home. Well, she is home. We do know that. But we do also know that Emma's with her. Would you like to go confront her?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on, Brian. I'm going to get a hold of the detective and kind of see where we are. How are we looking? Okay, they've been in there for some time. Lights are off now, and they've been off for a while. All right, we're on our way. We're on our way now. We're going to get you over here. quiet. Keep it quiet. Shh. Shh.
What's going on? What's going on?
Can you tell us why you're here with?
Okay,
with...
get out of my face. Go away.
Well, you know, we just have a couple of questions.
No, I don't want any questions. Just go away.
We have some questions that Brian wants to ask. Number one, what are you doing with his best friend?
Well, I don't want to talk.
Well, we're
Get
here.
out. I
You know
don't
what?
care.
That's just a little bit too bad.
Christine, what?
You're such a Brian.
Why mine?
Because you brought all these people here.
No, that's it's your bad. You're the one that's up.
We're here as a consequence of your behavior. You can't respect him enough to at least look at him?
Why would you do this to me?
Because I couldn't break up with you.
What? So you stay in my house and you do this in my bed?
You can get the camera out of my face.
It
sucks getting busted, doesn't it?
It does.
It's clothes. What?
Is this what you're about?
No, this
You
is
said
not what I'm about.
you told him you wanted honesty.
Okay.
Why would you do this to me?
Well, you know what? I'm not talking to you, Brian, until you can get rid of all these people.
No, all these
No,
people are what
no.
got me here. All these people
Okay,
are what
well, you know
I would have
what?
never
You
known if
could've
it
got
wasn't for these
yourself here.
people. I would have never known. Thought I could trust you more than that.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
No, all these people are what got me here. All these people
Okay,
are what
well, you know
I
what?
would have
You
never known
could've
if it
got
wasn't for these
yourself here.
people. I would have never known. Thought I could trust you more than that.
You know what? I think we're done here. Let's go find it.
Them clothes, man.
Unknown vehicles picking up third party. He's now jumping in a car and taking off from this location. Investigator will follow at this time.
Do we know where he went? Let me see what's happening.
Hey, Christine, you need to get your and leave.
But he's in a car. So he did get picked up. He's in a car. You're on him. Stay on him and let us know what happens. Okay? All right. We're on standby. Hang on, I think we got a detective calling us now. Yeah, it's Joey. Okay, he's home now. Sounds good. All right, we're gonna start heading over. Well, he went home.
I wonder what his mama thinks about this. Going home in his boxer shorts. I wonder what he's telling her.
All right.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. No yelling, scream. Hey, it's my house. Respect it.
What's going on, man? What's this all about?
I'm bad, dude.
Yeah, you're bad, dude. It's messed, dude. Was it get that good, dude? I mean, was it good enough for our friendship?
No, sir. No.
You had to take the one thing you knew you couldn't have from me. Dude, Christine's gone, dude. You can have her. She's gone.
Dude.
Oh, she's not yours now?
She's mine.
So all this was over what?
Just a piece. That piece was my piece, dude, and you took that from me. You're up for what you did. I want to appreciate one thing, though. I do appreciate one thing. Now I know she's cheating. I know she's.
I wasn't the only
But
one. I know I wasn't the only one. I didn't know that until tonight, but I know I'm not the only one.
Did you not think you were gonna get caught, though? Did you not think I'd catch on?
Brian,
Dude, you were drinking my beer, dude, and you know she didn't drink beer. But I'd have never dreamed it'd have been you, dude. Not you. You've always been my boy, dude, and you'll still be my friend, dude, but I will never be able to trust you again, dude. It's bros before hoes, dude. But, I mean, straight up, dude. Dude, the trust issue, man. I don't know.
It sucks getting busted, doesn't it,
it
Emmett?
does. It definitely does.
And what is up with those ugly boxers, dude?
Yeah, you got some other questions you need to have answered.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you kind of, nah, we know you ain't sweet because you're in there sleeping with my girl, but
Gotta have the flames, dude.
I don't know, man. Well, I can't just blow you off like I blow her off, but I don't know, dude. It's gonna take some time, and you know that. I'll call you.
Following the confrontation, Brian attempts to make the best out of this dismal situation. Coming up shortly, Cheaters tells you why he feels this experience has made him a better man. But now, Cheaters revisits Norma Norman, a gentle woman dealing with her spouse's infidelity. Norma candidly discloses to Cheaters the condition of her marriage.
Norma Norman, age 67. Norma returns to Cheaters to discuss the aftermath of her case.
I want to thank Cheaters first of all. It has really helped me a great deal and made me understand things I would have never understood on my own. And it woke me up to things, and it's helped me tremendously. And I want to say thank you.
What are you doing here?
I'm your wife.
What?
Who is that?
That's my business associate. That's my friend. I do business with, you know. I was telling you about before, you know. How you doing?
Well, it's made me realize that I was deeply in love with someone that did not love me. And now he says he loves me and that he wouldn't ever leave me for the girl that I saw him with.
The whole thing is the business around. It's a business on the thing. Well, she won't give the divorce, you know. They won't give the divorce. Won't give
Business What's the business thing?
And
that's what I want.
Well, hell, yeah, I'm making money, you know, to pay your bills, you know.
With my stripping money?
On the thing.
I'm out working my bum.
Have you been giving him money?
Yeah, I've given him money. I make more than he does. He really wants me to go back to him because he says that he'll be different, but he has to prove that. And he has to convince me that he really wants to change because I haven't really made up my mind what I'm going to do yet.
No, it was nothing. I mean, it was, I guess, just, well, hell, you know, you got to have sometimes to keep you occupied, you know, when you're not getting along with the old lady, you know. I don't know if you're married.
You don't feel sensitive over what you did. She raised your kids for 30 years. You've been married. It doesn't matter to you. None of that means anything.
Oh, that matters. That matters on the thing. She shouldn't have done this. It should have mattered to her too. She didn't have to do this.
Hey, I'm standing up for myself now, and you don't like it, do you?
Hell no. Hell no. I mean, not talking like that because it's all just crazy.
You know, if you love your husband, you ignore the bad and their bad thoughts.
Right.
But if you love them, you don't want to know, you know. You think it, but you don't really want to know it. But when you see it on TV, there it is, you know. And that's what happened for me. And I'm so thankful.
I don't want to talk to
I got more things to do. I'm going to get my car. I'll make me a call.
And make you a whole lot of money now because you're going to need to pay a lawyer tomorrow.
No, you're going to get sued. Everyone gets sued. Everyone gets sued on this thing.
You're going to get sued, too.
I'll make me a
We're
call.
going to have one of our producers.
Yeah, well, there's more to this. There's more to this.
And I want to hear your side.
Well, you'll hear it. You'll hear it in time. We'll head to court.
He didn't expect me to be strong. He expected me to, you know, just run right back to him like I've always let him do, you know. But right now, I just want to wait and make sure that it's going to be okay. Because I made plans to go to Florida.
Right.
And live with my family, and I don't think that I'm going to change that thought in my mind.
After the confrontation, Brian wholeheartedly thanked Cheaters for getting all of his questions answered. He insists that he will be a better person after he gets through all the pain and heartbreak. Brian says that he will eventually forgive Emmett and understands that he only wanted sex and not a relationship. And don't get me wrong, at first I wanted to rip his head off and use it as a basketball. But I'm one of the few people on earth who understands him, Brian replied. The suspect offers no excuse for her behavior. She wants it to be known that Brian was good to her, but insists that he is partly to blame. She defends her actions by claiming he gave her very little attention. Emmett McCrohan says he wants to have a long talk with Brian before discussing the details of the case. He does, however, show remorse for his actions and admits that the situation will make him take a good, hard look at himself. Emmett remains hopeful that Brian will forgive him and that their relationship will be as strong as the good old days.